baby.
Look, I'm
a hustler, baby.
Niggas say I con just a little. I'm a
hustler, baby.
Got a charm just a little. Shake that dirt up off your arm just a little. What's his name? Oh man, guess he's showing just a little. I'm a hustler. Damn far from a customer, baby. I break bread if I fuck with your baby. Still, I'm ill. Willie so calm and real. Niggas co-sign but never sign. Post to a deal. Since I'm a hustler, damn shit. Go and get the customers, baby. I got the whole wild fuck with me, baby. Bet your girl will probably fall in love with me, baby. I bring that dough in. Now they like, damn nigga, go. I'm a hustler.
I'm a hustler, baby.
Yes.
Hustler, baby.
Don't it sound so familiar?
I'm a hustler, baby.
I mean, right?
Hustler, baby.
Yes.
I'm a hustler, baby. A hustler, baby. I'm a hustler, baby. A hustler, baby.
Yes. Now I can sell right to the streets and to the beach. If I do shit, fam gotta eat. Check on my line, bread on my plate. Man, I've been out of state. I'm OT, but I'm still at my place. It's Lee, cashing the check. Is he filling the safe? Empire State, goddamn, I gotta check on my plate. Safe. I'm Russ, dishing the rock. Pass me the cake, forget the clock. Follow through, I know my rollie is safe. I'm a hustler. Niggas say I con just a little.
What's going on, guys? Mic check 1 2. We here. We doing this again. It's live. It's ItsDjLee. It's ItsDjLee TV, guys. What's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome back. You guys made it to another successful day. This is day number 4 of my Pro Tools beat creation and just learning how to use Pro Tools to becoming the best you can be in your field of whatever it is: music, audio engineering, mixing, mastering, sound design. Anybody that's doing anything that involves music and needs to edit edit music, edit sound, edit audio, I got you guys covered. Alright, so welcome back once again. And last time we left off, we spoke about creating our templates and organizing our edit screen. Alright guys, and if you guys like that song I was just playing, that's called Hustler Baby, and that's out right now. The link's gonna be dropped right now in the description. Check that bad boy out. Alright, now let's get right to this one. We're gonna talk pretty much about creating our first beat or creating a mix, making things gel together to create a mix. So if you guys have a MIDI keyboard or a beat maker or beat machine, we're gonna connect those today. We're gonna make those work in our mix, in our audio, and make something happen, guys. So once again, welcome to ItsDjLee TV. Make some noise for yourselves. You guys know what it is. Alright, we're gonna get right to this one. Alright, here we go. So as you guys can see, I still got my master bus, my reverb delay, my audio, my pad, my drum machine, and pretty much my song structure. And we'll talk about the song structure as we get into this more and more today. So first things first, what I want to do is I want to talk about song structure first. Let's do the song structure first. So I have at the top of the screen, we have, once again, we have our universal, we have our bars, our beats, our time code, our big counter, everything that involves the creation of a song and knowing where we are in the song. And we can always set up markers, and we'll talk about that in a few seconds. Now, as far as actually making this beat jump and putting it together, we got to understand how songs are formed. So if anybody knows music, you guys know that songs, the normal time signature is going to be 4/4. That's why this default says 4-4. And what that means is that there are 4 measures in a beat, right? Pretty much. And a quarter note gets 1 beat. So what that means is if I were to play my metronome or create a click track, so if I go to track, create click track, and I'm at the 94 BPM, because that's the BPM that Hustler Baby is at, and I go ahead and I mute Hustler Baby and I let the click track play, it's going to play at a 94 BPM, and we'll be able to tell the measures and the beats right here. So if I play this, you're going to hear it. And that's going to be 1 measure. Alright, every time it clicks 4 times, that's going to be 1 full measure. And here we go. We're going to try that one time real quick. 1, 2, 3, 1. There you go. That's 1 measure. That's 2 measures. That's 3 measures. And then once we get back to 5 at the top, which is right here, that's going to be 5 measures right there, which is also going to be called 4 bars. So what we're going to do right here is we're going to loop that. So highlight that real quick. Let's backspace on that. Let's drag that to the beginning. This is a 4-bar loop real quick. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, anybody that knows music, whether you're a DJ, audio engineer, master engineer, whatever you guys want to do, you guys know that music is made up of bars and beats and all that stuff like that. What we're doing right now is we're making the first part of our beat, which is going to be called the intro. And the intro is probably the most important part to me of a song because it's the first impression. So when I play this part of the song, that's playing Hustler Baby, automatically I gotta leave an impression in the mind of whoever's listening. Why do I want to stay? Why do I want to listen to the rest of this song? So when I play this part right here that goes dun 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 dun, it leaves you like, oh, what's this about to be about? It kind of makes you guess. So I'm gonna play that real quick. This is the intro, first 5 bars. That's the intro right there. Very calm, very easy, very smooth. Enough what's the word, suspense in that. Alright, so moving along, our first 4 bars are set. The next 4 can also be either an intro. Alright, there's usually 8 bars or 4 bars in an intro. And depending on what you want to do, it could be an intro, it could be a bridge to the verse, it could be whatever, it could be the hook coming after that. So it could be an intro and then an intro bridge. That's usually how I do my songs. I like to make it a little bit different, all right? My motto is actually think different, be different, all right? That's how you're going to make it in this thing. So let's play that the second 4 bars.
Sounds so crazy, baby. Talk to
Hustler baby,
about the whole and why.
I'm a hustler baby,
I'm a hustler.
a hustler baby.
I'm a hustler.
And that's the second 4 bars right there of my intro. And that's going to bring us right into the next part of our song. So we have the intro so far. And like I said before, the intro is going to be our, how you guys want to put that? Our first impression, the most important part of the song, I think. Next, we're going to go through our verse, which is going to be the next 4 to 8 bars, or maybe 4 to 16 bars. And that's going to usually start off at either 5. Bar number 5, which is right here. And that's going to go all the way out to about bar number 21. Because everything's going to be in 4 bars. And that's going to be our next part of the song. Now, if you're somebody like me, I change the structure of my songs all the time. And I use 8 bar verses. I use 4 bar verses. I use 16 bar verses. Like, the song structure has changed so much over time, whereas back in the day, everything was a 16 bar verse or a 32 bar verse. And now music has gotten so much more condensed and smaller. You guys want to catch the listener's ear for a longer period of time, I guess you can say, and as quick as possible. That's the best way to put that, because nowadays the attention span has actually gotten real small and real diverse. All right, so what you want to do, people are constantly listening for different things in the song. That's really what how you want to put it. So every 8 bars you want to kind of switch something up. So like I said, the next 16 bars, 8 to 16, I guess you can say will be the verse. And the verse kind of gives the song its meaning. It's what pushes the song forward. Like, after the verse, the song should not end. It should always be leading to something bigger and something better. All right, and that's going to be the next 8 to 16 bars. After that, you have a choice. That's going to be at like bar 21, around there usually. And the next 4 to 8 bars can usually be a pre-chorus, right, or the chorus. Now, the chorus is also known as the hook. So these 4 bars right here is going to be a pre-chorus, or maybe 8 bars if you guys want to use that. 8 bars. 4 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more right there. That's usually the pre-chorus or the hook or the chorus. It's really up to you. Every song's a little bit different. What I got here is
Damn shit, go and get the customers, baby. I got the whole wild fuck with me, baby. Bet your girl will probably fall in love with me, baby. I bring that dough in. Now they like, damn nigga, go. I'm a hustler.
I'm a hustler.
So what I did completely is I actually made, I changed the flow of the song, and I did a 4 bar intro. 4 bar intro followed by the hook immediately. So now you listen like, oh, what's this? And you got the hook in your head automatically. So now it's like, okay, what's he gonna say after the hook? Then when the hook comes back in, you already remember the hook. So now it's like, okay, I know the hook. So that's kind of how the approach I took with this song. And these, I guess it's like 16 bars I did. These 16 bars right here is actually my verse, and I believe at bar 30, around 33 is where the hook comes in. Bar 37 is where the hook comes in. So it's weird. I did a longer verse on this one. It's actually kind of throwing me off now because I didn't even realize. Music should never feel forced. If it feels forced, you need to stop what you're doing and try something else. All right. But like I said, after that verse is usually our pre-chorus or our chorus, and the chorus is like 8 bars and repeated twice usually, and that's going to be our main idea of the song. Like, what are we trying to really express? And that's probably the most melodic part of the song. All right, so when I say I'm a hustler, babe, that part right there is the most melodic part of the song, and it sounds like it's an anthem. All right, after the chorus we usually have a bridge. Now what the bridge does is it kind of like stops the repetition. It like, so let's see.
No rock, pass me the key, forget the clock, follow through.
I'm a hustler, baby. I'm a hustler, baby. I'm a hustler, baby. I'm a hustler, baby.
Now I can see.
Now I don't use a bridge in this song because I don't really care too much for bridges a lot, but they can be used if you want to use them. If you want to stick to old structure or manipulate the structure however you see fit in your song, in your music, that's on you. But I did not use a bridge in this song. I actually took the song and I went hook, verse, I believe, and it's kind of working for me. Intro, hook, verse, intro, hook, verse. That's what I did. And let's see where we at now. So after the bridge can actually do two things. It can stop the repetition and bring in a whole new thought, and you could change your flow. So that's what I did on this song. I changed my flow.
Damn far from a customer, baby. I break bread if I fuck with your baby. Still, I'm ill, Willie so calm and real. Niggas co-sign, but never sign. Who's to a deal?
I'm a hustler, baby. Hustler, baby.
And I can sell right to the.
I'm a hustler.
So my first flow was, homie say I con just a little. I'm a hustler, baby, got a charm just a little. Shake that dirt up off your arm just a little. Oh me, oh my, I guess I'm Sean just a little. That's my first flow. My second flow comes in with a different flow, but the bridge allows me to switch. And I come in like, now I can sell rock to the street, sand to the beach. If I do, fam gotta eat. Chicks on my line, bread on my plate. Man, I've been out of state, been OT, but I'm still at my place. I was able to change the flow because of that bridge. Now, after the bridge, you can either go back to the chorus / hook, or you can go back to the break. You can do something called a break. What the break does, it's usually an instrumental. It's like a stop in the song and you're gonna see the difference. I'm gonna play it, and you're gonna see. I want you to try to figure out what a break is.
Eat chick on my line, bread on my plate. Man, I've been out of state. I'm OT, but I'm still at my place. It's Lee, cashing a check. Is he feeling the safe? Empire State, goddamn, I got a check on my plate. Safe. I'm Russ, dishing the rock. Pass me the key, forget the clock. Follow through. I know my rollie is safe. I'm a hustler.
So if you guys heard it, you guys know what a break is. All right, it's self-explanatory. It's where the beat changes completely, and it's like usually the instrumental. Usually a acapella, it could be like that, but my break is actually right here.
The rock, pass me the key, forget the clock, follow through. I know my rollie is safe.
So that's my break in the song. It makes me just break. Everybody takes a breath. All right, pass me the. I'm Rush dishing the rock. Pass me the kick. Follow through. I know the rollie is safe. I'm a hustler. Boom. Homies think I con just a little. That brings me right back to my verse. All right, and after the verse is the outro. Now the outro is. After the verse, that verse, and then the hook is the outro. And what you can do on the outro is you can actually take the outro and make it even more like the outro. Think about the outro, the outro like this. How can I get my listener to want to play this song again right now? All right, how can I make them want to play this song back to back? That's the outro, the last impression. Say you're talking to a girl, all right, to all my fellas out there. Or say you're a lady talk to a guy, and you want that number. Right, so you're gonna close that deal somehow. You're not gonna just, all right, peel up out of there without the number, or without the contact or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like that with the ending of the song. You can either end the song on like, yo, where's the rest? I need some more, or you can end the song and like, all right, I had enough. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want your number. I don't want to hear this again. I'm good off you. You understand what I'm saying? That's the outro of the song, the last impression. And with that being said, it's either gonna be 4 bars, 8 bars, or 16 bars throughout the song. Anything longer than that, you're looking for trouble in your song. Nobody wants to listen to a 32 bar verse. Nobody wants to listen to, most of the time, a 16 bar verse. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So try to experiment with your song structure when you're building your songs, alright guys? And that brings me to my next point. How can we create a beat in our mix using this concept? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take, last time we set up our expand, which is pretty much our sound pack, and we're gonna do it again right here real quick. We're gonna go ahead to, this was our instrument track right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up another instrument track for anybody that does not remember how to do it. I talked about this in my last video. Check that out right now. Alright, Command Shift N, stereo, instrument, text, instrument. Alright, we're gonna create that bad boy. It's gonna pop up right underneath the highlighted track. Here we go. We're gonna go ahead and click right here. Go ahead to instrument. Go ahead to expand. Now, like I said before, if you have your MIDI keyboard set up right now, then you just plug that bad boy in. If you don't have your MIDI keyboard set up, what you guys need to do is to get your USB cord, alright, pretty much your printer cable cord that goes inside of your MIDI, and connect that right to your laptop, and it should pop up. If it does not pop up and you're not getting any sound like this, that's because you're not in record mode, alright? One of two things could be going on. First and foremost, whatever track that you want to play on a MIDI keyboard must be in record mode. Now I can play sounds through that actual instrument. If it's not coming up, you want to come up here to setup, go down to MIDI, and go to input devices. Alright guys, and you're going to see the inputted devices that you have connected to your laptop right here. If it's not showing up, you guys need to get your drivers installed on your laptop for that specific MIDI keyboard, alright, or for that specific beat machine. Make sure that it's checked off, whatever one you're using, alright guys. Now hit OK, and we're set, and we have, open that bad boy up, and we can make music right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually go ahead and record, let's do, should we do a piano, let's do pads. I think pads are good for today. Let's do pads, some vocals or something like that. Alright, we'll do it like that. We'll keep it very simple, just like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the key of A minor. Alright, a very simple key, and it's the natural minor of C major. So it's all the white keys we're going to be using, and that's very fundamental. If you guys don't know anything about music theory, check out my Producer's Theory course on YouTube, alright? Now, stop what you're doing real quick. I'm saying a lot. I don't know if you guys are keeping up with me, but stop what you're doing. Hit the like, share, subscribe button. Leave a comment. If you guys don't, I'm going to just stop doing the videos because, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of things that you would have to pay for to actually learn in a college or some type of institute that I'm giving you guys for free right here on ItsDjLee TV. So leave a comment, leave a share, let your friends know that I'm doing this right now. Let them, if they're an artist, a producer, sound engineer, whatever they do in their field, whether it's a somebody that makes sounds for movies, it doesn't matter. If they know how to use sound or they like sounds, ProTools, I'm gonna teach them how to use it right here. Very simple. Now, like I said, we got the expand set up real quick, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and record this. So the key, the chord progression we want to use is the common. We use an A, G, and an F. I'm not gonna get into chord progression, just an A, G, F chord. And what we're gonna do, A minor, G minor, F minor, G major, F minor. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually, let's bring this to a normal sound. We're going to actually hit record on this. Alright, so when you record any type of MIDI, any type of audio, you have to kind of hit record twice. Pro Tools is like, it's like a double, it's a fail safe, so you're not overwriting your music and stuff. You're not overwriting your sound, overwriting your notes you're playing, overwriting your audio. You gotta hit record at the top or on your transport window, and hit it right here on that specific track you want to record. When it comes to instrument tracks, you can't play 2 instrument tracks. You can't record on 2 instrument tracks at the same time. You just can't. So what we're gonna do is, once you got both of these highlighted and record is highlighted, I'm gonna go ahead and bring in my metronome in, and I'm gonna change this BPM to about 120. Let's go 130. Have a faster tempo song. 130. And what we're gonna also do at the same time is we're going to mute that. Everything's muted. Okay, and we're just gonna go ahead and hit record. Now the cool thing about Pro Tools is they give you the option to have a count in sound. It's like a metronome that counts you in. Go up to the top real quick. Go to Window. Go to Transport. Window, Transport. If you hit the count off or count on, it's gonna count in before the song actually starts. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn the metronome on. We use a click track. All right, and it's gonna give us a 2-bar count. So we're gonna try this to see how it goes. We'll play each song for about 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll play each note for about 8 bars. All right, here we go. 2, 3, go. Then we can stop that. All right. Now, once you stop that recording, anywhere that you stop is where it's gonna cut off. And we can go ahead and double click that, and that's going to be our notes that we recorded. Double click that bad boy, it's going to pop up. Any errors that you have, you can see right away. I accidentally hit this note right here, this C, and we're going to just play that, see how that sounds. But make sure it's highlighted so that it can loop over and over. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn that click track all the way off real quick. I'm going to come back in here and see what we got. And I like the way it sounded so far. It's pretty calm, pretty cool. We can always come back in here. We can drop the octaves down, make it lower. We're gonna hit shift and the up arrow, go back up. All right, wherever we want to play this song, that's what we're gonna shift it to. All right, now if you're making music, right, and you guys don't know anything about bars, about anything like that, or it just sounds off key as you're playing it, go right here, hit grid. This is going to help you guys quantize your sounds to be on beat. So hit grid, come right here to grid. We will look at this grid in bars and beats. Alright, so it makes sense to you guys. And you guys can see actually where I'm off beat. You guys can see the bars. This is bar 2, bar 3, bar 4, back to bar 1. You can see where I'm kind of off beat, and that's fine for key. You want to sound more natural. You don't want to sound robotic with your sounds. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hit Option and 0. When we hit Option 0, it shows us our event operations. Now, you can also do this by coming right here to Event. If you guys remember, I talked about this in my last video for this specific reason so that we know what we're doing and what we're seeing, all right, as they come up. Event operations, it's going to pop up. Once you click it, Event operations, event window, and this helps us quantize or pretty much sync our beat to the tempo if we want to do that. So I'm gonna click on note on. This is the note start. This is the note off. That's the note end. If I want to just leave the notes at the same length that they're at, I'll just leave the preserved note duration. All right, I'm gonna do 16th notes. Well, I played it on every quarter note, so I can do quarter notes. All right, that's a quarter note symbol 1/4. This is the 8th note. All right, 16th, 32nd, 64th. All right, that's what that means. And I'm gonna hit strength. If I want to really quantize it strongly, check this out. I'm gonna hit enter. 100% quantize will make it jump all the way to the beginning of these notes. Here we go. Let's do the quarter note, like I said. And I'll show you the quarter note, what it looks like as we do it, so that you guys can see the jump. All right. Command all. Quarter note strength. And there you go, it jumped all the way over to the beginning of each bar. And it's gonna sound really on beat. Now if I wanted to, I can undo that, Command Z. I can undo that, and I could change the strength to about, let's say 50% towards that. So now they're more in sync, but not fully in sync. Now I like the way that sounds, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually take that bar loop, and I'm gonna duplicate that into our 16 bar loop. This is very important, guys. 16 bar loop is how you make your songs. 16 bar loop. Remember that. So I'm gonna highlight that whole thing. Play that. Alright, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and add some drums and stuff to this, because this sounds really basic, really just, there's a foundation, but there's nothing else but the foundation. So let's go ahead and let's go to our machine. This is where my drums are. Let's not do that. Alright, let's go to this pad. Let's rename it drums. And this is gonna be our stock drums, ProTools drums. There's a whole lot to choose from. You just gotta know how to do it, and this is how we do it. Go to instrument, go to expand once again, and we're gonna go ahead to drums, and we're gonna see that we have two different types. We got menus and we have selectors. Now, if you hit on menu, let's go to kicks, kick menu. You're gonna see that you gotta hit record, of course. You're gonna see all the different kick sounds we have as you play them. Alright, guys, all of those different kick sounds. If you go to drums and you go to kick selector, it's gonna be one kick drum with the option to change it by doing this specific method, which is going from right here on this screen. If this says track A, you want to go to A, and it's going to show you that the corresponding note that it's selected on, you can change it by pressing on that note. So if I press on C1 on my MIDI keyboard and I go ahead and I scroll up, it's going to be the next kick drum. Alright, as I keep going up, it's going to keep changing that same kick drum to different sounds. We have the option to tune it up, different pitches, tune it down, and we have the option also to create an EQ filter. So we can cut off the highs, bring it back in, and that's how you can make your kicks, your kits. Go to the next one down here, you can layer sounds. So you have this sound, could be the kicks. This next one can be drums. We can make the snare right here. Snare selector. And it's the same thing. Let's go to B. B is going to be on D. Alright, so you have the kick. Alright, you got that right there. We can go right here, get a hi-hat going, drums. Go ahead to hi-hat. Let's go to hi-hat. They don't have a hi-hat selector. They got the hi-hat selector up here. Hats, toms, sim selectors. Alright, here we go. This is going to be C. And we got those to play around with, alright? So that's how you layer your sounds and pretty much make your own drum kits. And once you create a kit, go ahead and go to preset. Go ahead and click save settings as, and just this is gonna make it so that every time you come into expand, you have your kits right there in front of you to actually operate and maneuver around. So if you like this so far, leave a heart right there in the chat right now. If you guys are live in the chat, And what you guys want to do is rename it. I'll name this one, you can name it Hip Hop Kit, Pop Kick. We'll name this one Drum Kit 1. And we'll save it. So now every time I come into this expand, I can hit right here, and you'll see all the different things they have set up, and go to Drum Kit 1, and it will pop up just like this, and you'll have your MIDI all set up. All you have to do is hit record, and you can play. Now, I don't like the sounds for what I'm about to do, so I'm going to go and I'm going to use a drum machine. And if you have a drum machine, like say Machine, I use Machine Studio, Machine Micro, I'm going to mute this, and I'm going to go ahead and hit record on my drum machine. So if I go to Machine 2, and I go and I open up one of my sound kits, alright, I got some trap sounds. What I can do right here is I can honestly just go ahead and start making sounds and putting them together and making this beat. So let's go ahead and play real quick. Because I feel like this needs some type of hi-hat to get the groove going. I'm going to use my hi-hats real quick. Let's use this one. Alright, we'll set this one up in... We'll set this one in 8s. Editing the actual sounds yet and making the modulation change right now. We're gonna go with a strict sound so far just to get you guys started in making this specific sound, making a specific beat. Let's even this one out real quick. And I'm gonna go down and add some kick drums to this bad boy. Kicks so far, laying them, and it sounds offbeat because we didn't quantize our sounds fully. So if we go to option 0 and want to make it sound more on beat, what you want to do is if you see the screen and nothing's highlighted, just tap the screen, hit Command A. It's gonna select every single note. If you want to do one single note, just click on that specific note. You can drag it, drop it, delete it. All right, hit Command A. It's gonna highlight everything. And we'll change this to 100% sync, and it's going to quantize that bad boy all the way, and it should sound more on beat. And now I can do a little bit more with it. Layering sounds and making my sounds jump. Alright guys, just find your sounds and what you think is jumping in your songs, alright guys? Bad your sounds going, and once you got your loop going and got something kind of smooth, you can add your samples, your sounds, your notes. You can start off with the actual drum sounds, then move to the actual keys and pads and synths. You do all types of crazy things with your music, whatever you guys want to really do, but you guys have to have a plan. Like, go off your vibe, but have a plan, have a structure, have some type of order to your music making. So let's say that this is the beat that we got and we want to use this beat. We'll go ahead and we'll use file. Matter of fact, we're not going to even export this yet. We're going to take these MIDI notes. Let's go ahead and save, of course. Alright, I always save my work. Alright, I saved that so far. I already, Command S, if you guys want to do it real quick. Command S, save. And what you're going to do is we're going to make this audio right here on this track. We're going to actually record our MIDI notes into actual audio. So what we're going to do is we're going to see right where we have highlighted, hit Command Shift N, get a new stereo audio track, and let's rename this MIDI audio stem. Alright, hit create. What we're going to do is, if you guys remember, I spoke about bussing your sounds. Go back to my YouTube videos. I spoke about bussing your sounds to create effects and all types of other cool things. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit on that actual MIDI track. We're going to make a bus. We'll use send number A. We'll use bus number, anything that's not highlighted. So bus number 5 and 6 stereo, because we're busing to a stereo track. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to play that until we can get our sound all the way up. Alright, I told you we want to play the averages of zeros. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick up that audio from bus 5 and 6 on this new track we set up, our audio track, and we're going to put it as bus 5 and 6 input. This way it's going to actually see what we're sending it. And the only way to actually see it 100% is by hitting record once again. Alright, if I turn this volume up right here, you'll see more audio come in. So what I want to do is I want to go and I want to record this real quick by going up here, take off the loop, and I'm going to hit record. We're seeing ceilings, we're seeing clipping, way too loud coming in. There's distortion going to be played in that. There's the red clip right here. We're going to back off on that, and we'll record it again. So we'll hit delete. Play it from the beginning. Let's go up here to our window, transport window. Let's turn off our count in, and we'll just play it from the beginning. Here we go. Record is on, record is on. Once again, now it's too low, but it's better off low than loud. So we're going to actually bring it more in the middle towards 0, and we'll go ahead and hit record. Record right here is recording, and hit play. And I like this recording a lot better. It's more smooth, it's cleaner. Got right here is our recorded sound from this track. Now on this track, we can go ahead and mute this whole track, or let's make it inactive. I don't want anything happening from this track. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna change this to our no input. Our input on this new track, and it's no input. Go back to the beginning, and we're gonna listen to this track and hear if it sounds good or if it doesn't sound good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit play. And it sounds good so far. I'm just gonna up the input. And we easily have a clear sound, and that's called stemming our audio. If If you want to create stems from your MIDI, that's how you do it, just like that. Like, share, and subscribe. Once again, that's another crazy tip I just gave out to you guys, alright? Now give it up for me one time, because I'm really doing it right now, guys. I'm really giving you guys the secrets to making great music, alright? So once again, like I said, like, share, and subscribe. It's DjLee. That's what I'm doing, alright? Now, the next thing we want to do is hit Command S one more time to save. I'm not going to keep coming up here to file and hit save. I'm going to go ahead and hit Command S. The next thing I would do is bust this machine audio out to separate sounds and stuff like and things like that. And I'll actually do it real. Go ahead to go to File, Export Audio, turn that off. And I only used a few sounds. Let's go ahead and let's change it. Let's get the sounds I used. Didn't use this, didn't use this, did not use this. I used this, did not use this. The kick I used. Alright, just leave it like that. Alright. And what we're gonna do real quick is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna call this beat 1 Pro Tools. Very easy. And of course, it's ItsDjLee TV. And we're gonna export that. You can change where it goes to. I'm gonna go to let's go to ItsDjLee folder. New folder. ItsDjLee beat 1. Create. Just choose that. Export. It's gonna do that real quick. Real quick. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to actually mute that now, because I don't want to have that playing twice. Alright, now what is going to happen is I'm going to go to my Finder, I'm going to go to ItsDjLee, I'm going to find that folder. Alright, I'm going to select all these sounds, let's change the view, columns, boom, Command All, drag that into Pro Tools, boom, and I got all my sounds that I just recorded right here. As you can see, I don't like ceilings at all. It's too loud, way too loud. Alright, and anything I did not use, I'm going to get rid of automatically. Let's clean up automatically. Always clean up first. Alright. I'm actually using this sound. And I'm going to just play this to make sure I'm not hearing any other sounds on the meters that I highlighted. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete that. I can delete those 3 tracks. And I got these tracks remaining. I'm going to highlight those tracks. Backspace so I can see my whole track real quick. And I'm going to unhighlight this one. I'm going to drag these tracks to the top so I have them right next to my stem. And I can see what I'm doing. So these tracks recorded in 4-bar loops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate these until I have my 16-bar loop. So Command Duplicate, Command D, or go up here to Track, go to Edit. I can go to Duplicate, boom, Duplicate. It's going to do that. Alright. And now I have my 16-bar loop with the sounds that I used. And now I can create my 16-bar loop song structure just off of that. Now, if you guys remember in the beginning, we spoke about the song structure and how songs are structured. And if you guys remember, if I cut this in half, it's the same thing twice. Command D. I got the same thing twice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start taking things away and adding things in so that we have some sort of intro to this song. So we'll do an 8-bar intro and we'll do a 16-bar beat right after that. So let's go up here to the top. Let's go ahead and highlight from bar 17 all the way down to bar 9, because that's going to be 8 bars. Zoom in, make sure everything is good, the boundaries are good. Alright, nothing's missing. Alright, let's go ahead and play this from the beginning. Alright, what I'm going to do is, of course, I can always get into editing these sounds. I can make all of these sounds sound way better than what they sound like right now by adding all types of reverbs, delays, compression, EQs, distort, all types of stuff that I'm not even telling you guys about right now because it's only day number 4, and I'm showing you guys how to do these things step by step to become a great producer if you're doing this for music. If you're doing it for other sounds, same concepts apply. You can use these sounds in the same exact way, create sound effects, DJ drops, create whatever you guys want in this specific way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the first 8 bars and let's rewind them. Rewind that from bar number 9 or 8 bar, the end of the 8th bar, all the way to the beginning of the song. This is going to be our intro part. Now, so just so you guys don't get confused, everything I'm not using I'm going to get rid of. So this is gone. This is gone. Let me just unmute that. Bad boy. Bring that here. This is gone. 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 And what we're going to do is we're going to hide and make inactive. Now I only have what I want to have on the screen. I don't want this instrument track. Let's hide that. And these tracks are still in Pro Tools. They're just on the side. They're just not highlighted and they're not active. And you can always get rid of that by just clicking on this. Alright, same thing on this side. If you guys want to get rid of the clips, boom. Alright, so we got the song. Like I said, let's go ahead and let's edit this real quick. Alright, give me 1 second, guys. Alright. Give me 1 second. Alright, cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to press spacebar. Play that one more time. Get a loop going. Let's take away some of the sounds. Let's take away the hi-hats, of course. Here what we got. Take away the clap sound. Take away the kick drum. Take away the rim shot. Feeling it so far, guys. Like I said, like, share, subscribe. I'm giving them out, guys. It sounds crazy. Damn. Alright, let's get rid of these hi-hats right here. I don't want that first hi-hat in there. Get rid of the kick drum. Let's get rid of that 808 sound. I'm not ready for that kick drum. And we have something cooking up so far. We have something cooking up in the beginning. Alright? Now there's enough room after that 8-bar drop for more punch to come in. I don't need to take nothing out yet. What I want to do though, I want to lower this snare we have. We got something cooking, guys. We got it cooking. Lower down that rim shot. Let's make that a little bit lower. Alright, I'm not going to show you guys any other tricks so far. We'll leave this like this. And what we're going to do real quick is we're going to bring the 16-bar loop from that spot bring it back to the beginning, and let's hear how it sounds all together, those 16 bars, which is pretty much going to be our intro, then the first 8 bars of our verse. Alright, let's see what we got. White Iverson vibes. Alright, now what I want to do real quick is I want to tell you guys once again, these sounds are the rawest version of these sounds. There's no edits on these sounds, there's no compression, there's no reverb, there's none of that on these sounds. I'm going to show you guys that next time. I just wanted to show you guys how to make this mix come together by pretty much layering your sounds out and making sounds sound better in unison. Now what I want to do also is I'm going to save this for next time. I'm going to show you guys how to pan and how to split your songs, because you can't have every single sound in stereo. This what I'm doing right here is incorrect 100%. You can't do this. Not every sound is meant for being played in stereo. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you guys how to separate these sounds next time, which sounds get separated, which sounds don't, which sounds you could put here, which sounds you could put there. You can use this for depth, you can use this for a certain effect, a certain atmosphere. Alright, you could change it for headphones and make it sound different. I'm going to teach you guys all of that next time in part 5. What I'm trying to do right here is just show you guys the basics of making a mix, how to get something on your screen. Because we went from a blank screen to now we have sounds. We have actual sound. We have a beat, the process of a beat being made. We have almost half a song. Alright, we have our verse, we have our intro. If you guys remember, next comes a pre-chorus or our actual hook chorus right here. Now what I want to do with you guys real quick is I want to show you guys our mix window. Everything that we did over there is right here, guys. And what you want to do is you guys want to use this window for a lot of automation and a lot of different things, a lot of looking at that stuff and comparing your tracks. Tonally, I guess you guys can say a tonal comparison. If I hit play, you'll see all the meters right side by side, what's going too loud, what's peaking, what's not, what's paying where. You see all of that, guys. Let's take a look. Automatically, you guys can see that this sound right here is kind of loud. My clap isn't as loud. Whatever this is, it's kind of loud, but it's muted, so it doesn't matter. Our master track is clipping a little bit, so we would have to back up off of that track, or off of our input tracks that are going into that master track, so we don't have any clipping. Clipping every once in a while is cool, but too much clipping is not cool. If you see clipping, click on that clip, that red dot right here, and it's gonna go away. If it comes back, then it's clipping a little bit too much. You want to start looking at things to take away and edit the sounds of those clips, compression and thresholds and ceilings and stuff like that, limiters. You guys want to take a look at that. Now let's go ahead and let's save this project real quick. File. We're going to change the name because we changed the name and everything else. We're going to call this ProTools Beat 1. ItsDjLee TV. Alright, this is you guys' first beat that we got. Save that. And we have that set up. The next thing you guys want to look into right now is how to export this beat. If you guys want to hear how it sounds in a car automatically, you want to export this beat. And it's very simple. You guys want to go to the ending of your whole song. Wherever the song ends, this one is 25 bars, 24 bars, the ending of the 24th bar. You want to click on that and go all the way to the beginning. And that's going to be on loop. If it's not on loop, you want to go up to the top to loop playback. Alright? And that's going to loop it. What you want to do is go to File, go to Bounce Mix, and this screen is going to pop up. Now what you do on this screen is very important. It's going to be all about how your sounds come out. Change your bit depth. You can do 24, you can do 16. Alright. Sample rate 44.1. change the name of your track to whatever you want to change it to. The export location will be wherever it says. Let's click on import after bounce. All that means is it's going to bring it right into the project after we bounce it, so we don't have to go looking for it. And what we're going to also do is we're going to do this, make sure offline is checked. If offline is like this, right here, then when I'm bouncing the song, it's going to take much longer, probably use up more computer storage. It's going to play the song out loud as it's bouncing, if this is not checked. If it's checked, it won't do that. That means it's bouncing offline. It's bouncing somewhere on the cloud or somewhere like that. That's probably what it means. That's what it means, I guess. But it just means you're not going to hear it. It's going to be quicker, and we're going to show you that right now. The next thing you can do if you want to save, if you want to bounce it as an MP3 to play, I guess, on your phone or play on a CD if you have CDs, hit add MP3. Once you hit bounce, another screen will pop up, and this is going to be our MP3 bounce screen. Change your settings to this. You can drop your artist name. Alright, I would change this to ItsDjLee. Change the album. There's no album. Comments, no. We could leave, we'll say that this is instrumental. Instrumental sample. Alright, we'll do it like that. And the genre is unknown. It's only one track, year 2022. Hit OK. And it's going to bounce. Now after that bounces, the destination is going to be at the session start, at the chosen selection, or at the spot that's highlighted. I'll do session start, new track, on a new track, and I hit OK. It should bounce in at the top. Oh, it bounced in right here. Now what I want to do real quick is, since I have this saved, we'll solo this sound, go to File, we'll go to Save As, and I want to change the name of this track because this is how I keep track of my audio, keep track of my sessions, and exactly what I'm doing. I recorded this specific song in A minor, so I'm going to use A lowercase m, or A-M-I-N. Alright, that's going to be how I initial this song. And I also put the BPM, so I'll put 130 BPM. And that's how I save my songs. That's how I save my sessions. So I don't get confused. I know how to remix songs. I have all of that right in front of me. Alright. Now, this is our song we just created. It's the same exact length. You can see the changes in the song. It's soloed. We'll press play real quick. And we got our song, our first song set up. It's right here to be played. You can do whatever you guys want to do with it. Upload it to SoundCloud. Whatever you guys want to upload it to. Alright guys, and that's how you do that. That's how you guys actually make your first beat. Shout out to you guys real quick. It's ItsDjLee. It's ItsDjLee TV. Once again, like, share, subscribe. Shout out to OD Hustle. Shout out to Olympian Official. Shout out to ItsDjLee. Shout out to ItsDjLee TV. Leave a comment, guys. Email me at ItsDjLeemusic@gmail.com. I'm going to be back with part 5. Stay tuned, guys. Until next time. Think different. Be different. ItsDjLee. I'm out, guys.